your Sotheby's here in Lake Nona, and as I promised, we were going to start this new series, basically interviewing special guests. And I have a very, very special guest with me here today, Mr. BJ Jackson, and he is a veteran and as well as a huge community supporter. And I want to introduce BJ. He's going to give you a little background of where he's been, what he's done, and then we're going to go into a few more questions. BJ?
Good morning, Lake Nona and surrounding area. My name's BJ Jackson. I served in Iraq in 2003. I was actually injured August 7th of 2003, so tomorrow's my 18th life day. It's just celebrating life and enjoying everything that I'm able and blessed to do in today's world. After I got injured, I got into some nonprofit development management. I know I did construction before, but it wasn't an option at that time. So just being able to learn how to help others that were going through the same thing, going through transition out of the military into the civilian world. I was able to sit on the founding members of several national organizations and local organizations, and then moved here in 2011 to open up an office here for one of the national organizations, and just loved it ever since. It definitely has that community feel and that military-based feel to me early on, because we're all transients here. Yeah. We all come from different areas and we all come from different backgrounds, and being able to just interject into that and join the community and elevate everybody around us has been a blessing to us.
What brought you, I know you said national organizations, but what brought you to Lake Nona specifically?
Lake Nona specifically was, honestly at that time, it was John Madison and John Madison Landscaping. He lived in this area, and he talked it up so much that we were actually looking, when we originally moving down here, more to the Ocoee Winter Garden area. Okay. And John said, you come through my community and check out where I live. It's great things happening, we're developing. So he brought us over, and the realtor that brought us through at that time said, you're from Iowa. So he took us out by Lake Mary Jane and all that area. It's like, we're moving out of our area in Iowa because it is country, it is away from everybody. We want to get a little more involved. Yeah. So he brought us through and showed us North Lake Park and Water's Edge and all that area over there, and we fell in love with it. So
that is great. Now, when you got here to Lake Nona, I know, I was a member of the Junior Lions board. I was actually one of the founders of the Lake Nona Junior Lions. But since I moved off the board many, many years ago, you kind of stepped in to help. And I know that you have several children and they played football. Yep. And give us a little bit of background of what you did for the Lions and what you do for them.
So a lot of that, when I first moved here, moved into the community, you and your wife were some of the first people we met, and just trying to track where everybody was at that time and growing in the community, it really inspired me and my wife to get more involved in learning that even us, I didn't play football growing up. Played basketball, baseball, I golfed, I did a lot of other sports, and in the military, of course, I did physical education and stuff like that. I worked out. So I know how to get fit and I know how to work out, but I didn't know the X's and O's. Okay. My two oldest were cheerleaders for the Junior Lions, and then my four boys after all played football. So I decided, hey, let's jump on, let's coach, because I may not know the X's and O's, but I have something to offer about life lessons, and that a lot of Lake Nona youth sports is building character. Yeah. It's about building these young men and women into something we want in our community, and help them envision what life can be outside of football as well as inside football. I
love that. I love that idea, because when not only was I on the board, I coached for them as well. And I was a football player in high school in my freshman year, and I said, nope, I'm not going to do it. After that, I went into swimming and did really well there. But, to get out here and teach these children, it's not about football in general. It's about, one, team sports, treating people the right way, and getting a message across to them, like you said, that's different from football. Yes, we want to win, but at the sake of what? What's the sake of winning if you don't have fun doing it?
Right.
And we always like to have fun doing it, and we had a great program, and I appreciate you taking that role and helping these kids, because it's so important to have a mentor such as yourself. And a lot of people say, they looked at me when I was doing it and said, well, you're such a big mentor. And I'm like, it's not about me.
Right.
It's about you. It's about the community. I don't have anything to do with it. I'm just here to help you guys. And that's what I really want to get across, because thank you for doing that. Because they really do look up to you, not only as a veteran, but what you've gone through. I mean, you have a lot to teach those kids. But, you know, we're also here, it's not just about football, it's about other things within our community. And what I want to ask you is, do you have a special charity or organization that you want to let people know about to raise money for? I mean, and it's not all about raising money, but to donate where they can, help out where they can, because that's very important in the community as well.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing that we can all do is elevate each other, and just realize the more we elevate those around us, the better off our life's going to be. Because at the end of the day, we are a product of our environment. And if we continue lifting each other up, we can grow from there as individuals, we could grow from there as a group, we could grow from there as a community. And just supporting local businesses, supporting local nonprofits, that's where it starts, right at home. So being able to help each other and grow from there is great for everybody. I am part of several boards and still active in the veteran community. The local nonprofit that I'm involved in for the veteran side is Fairways for Warriors.
Okay.
Our home course is actually right here at Eagle Creek.
Oh, really? Okay.
The Central Florida Golf, the owner of Central Florida Golf that manages and owns a few courses here in Central Florida, is Kenny Nairn. He sits as the chairman of our board, and he is here local at Eagle Creek. We had a center down in the Kissimmee area that was 8,000 square feet, and veterans were able to come, hit golf balls, but it's a lot more than the game of golf. It's about life, getting out of your house, getting back engaged in the community, as well as offering counseling services and financial aid and things like that to grow from there. But the game of golf is so much emulates life. You have a bad shot, you just move on to the next shot. You hit that one great shot, and that's what keeps you coming back, and you just grow from there. So
that it does. It keeps you coming back for sure. Because I play not on a regular basis, but you know, you'll go out one time and you'll have a great game, and the next time you'll just have a horrible game. But for some reason, you keep coming back. But what is it that we can do for Fairway for Warriors that can help them? I mean, what is it that you need? What is it that they want?
Well, there's definitely opportunities to get involved, volunteer, come out and support different events that Fairways holds. Okay. Fairways has been blessed to grow a lot more through not just Florida, but North Carolina, Virginia, Texas. Just started a new chapter in Arizona in the last week and a half or so, I believe. And we continue growing. We held back a lot in the growth because we want to do it the right way. Right. It is a volunteer organization, so you got to have the right person running that chapter and willing to put in the time and the effort, because we don't want to grow so fast that we're not able to help the vets in the right way. But we realize we have to grow a little faster than we were because there's such a need. I got injured in 2003, and I continue to lose brothers and sisters still today from their injuries that they sustained then. One of my best friends in the hospital just passed away in the past 2 weeks, and he's 40 years old from a heart attack. So it's an ongoing battle that we face coming home wounded. It's an ongoing battle that we face coming home, even not physically wounded, but the mental struggles that we go through, and just being aware that not every veteran is crazy. Yes, we may be documented as having some issues with PTSD and things like that, but that's helping us grow as individuals just by saying thank you, just by saying how are you, just by saying hi, right, and allowing us the opportunity to get involved in our communities, because we're all cut from the same cloth. We all want to be part of a community and grow from there. So
that is really awesome. And you know, I would love to get more involved with that organization, and if you would keep us in the loop, and you know, Premier Sotheby's especially. I mean, I know that we highly support the community and different organizations, and as well as Pam and myself. Pam and I have been doing it for 21 years here in Lake Nona. We support the community 100%. We love the community. We've lived in North Lake Park 21 years. It's gone by so fast, and you know, it's a wonderful community. Lake Nona's great. Orlando's great in general. I mean, when we came out here to Lake Nona, it was a two-lane road. You know, no Publix, no nothing, and you know, we've seen it grow over the years, and it's wonderful to get new residents in, to get new blood in, to get new life in. So I really wanted to thank you today for stopping by, taking this interview, because it's so important to get your word out there of what the community can help you with, and your organizations, because it's so important that we support everybody in our community, like you said before.
Right. And being able to do it with the youth sports has been, I mean, a blessing to me, because that is where our future is, being able to lie there. And just like I said, I didn't play football, so being able to join the board and help the board grow in different ways, and then be able to come off the board and say, hey, my ideas are out there, we're growing from there, but there's somebody else coming behind me with more ideas.
Exactly.
And so I was able to step down. I was director of football with Dan Reardon the last couple of years, and I was VP under C.R. Donovan.
Okay.
So I was able to step down from there, let new blood in, and still sit on the advisory committee and keep throwing out ideas, but let other guys run with their ideas. So
that is awesome, and thank you again for your support. Thank you again for being a wonderful neighbor. I know you always help me with the cornhole tournament, so it's awesome. But thank you very much, Orlando, Lake Nona. This is Alan Maycomber, Premier Sotheby's. I want to let you know this is going to be live on Lake Nona official page on Facebook, as well as We Know Orlando, and it will be on YouTube as well. So follow up, listen to the video, subscribe to my channel, because I'll be having these weekly commentations of different people coming in, talking to you about what they do. But BJ's wonderful. He's a great neighbor, great community supporter. Support his organizations, Fairway for Warriors. Do that. Whatever you can do, get involved, because it's really important that you stay up on what's happening in Lake Nona. Thank you again, Alan Maycomber, Premier Sotheby's, Lake Nona Voice.